Now that it's the beginning of November, it's time to leave Ingonish and head towards Louisbourg. After an overnight sail, we drop the anchor at 5 o'clock in the morning in Sydney Harbour. Once we get around to Mira Bay, we wait for 2 days at anchor for more favourable wind to head to historic Louisbourg, with a sporty sail through the Main-A-Dieu passage, and some real nice sailing in between.
So we just left Ingonish Harbour. We're in South Bay now, and a tricky little exit through the channel back there, very fluky winds, but we managed it. So we're obviously not a lot of wind right now either, so we're trying to get around Cape Smoky here, and then we should pick up our wind.
We left Ingonish Harbour about mid-afternoon. Because of the light winds, it took time to get past Cape Smoky, but we really enjoyed the beautiful sunset. We were close-hauled all the way down to Sydney Harbour. Wind died down a couple of times along the way. It was our first overnight sail. We've drifted along the coast before, but this was our first real sail at night. It took 13 hours before we dropped the anchor. Morning, it's November 6th, 2022. We are just leaving Sydney Harbour this morning. Sydney Cape Breton. Where are we heading to today, Mark?
We're going to try to get to Mira Bay, and we'll anchor there overnight and get moving along again in the morning. The sun shows itself a little more.
Yeah. We're moving along at 4 knots anyway.
today's sail going, Mark?
Oh, pretty good. We left Sydney Harbour about 9 o'clock and downwind sail out of the harbour, and then broad reach and beam reach along the coast for a while, and then had to be close hauled for a good bit. Now we're working our way into Mira Bay. We stayed at anchor in Mira Bay for 2 nights, waiting for more favorable wind to reach Louisbourg. The shift in the wind that we were waiting for came much later in the day than forecast, and the wind was also stronger than forecast. We don't have a windlass or an engine to help us when raising the anchor, and this day the wind was too strong to raise the anchor by hand alone. We would need to use a method called sailing off the anchor. In this case, the mainsail is raised and sheeted in tight. The boat begins to sail off to one side or the other, and when the anchor rode forces the boat to tack, the rode will become slack. While the rode is slack, it can be brought in until a point is reached where the rode becomes tight again. The boat will be forced to tack again, and the process is repeated until the anchor breaks free.
Here we are anchored in Louisbourg. This is the site of Canada's first lighthouse, which was completed in 1734 in Louisbourg, Nova Scotia. It has been rebuilt several times. The latest one was built in 1923 and is still in operation. It was nice to see the lighthouse the night we sailed into the harbor. The Fortress of Louisbourg, a National Historic Site, is a partial reconstruction of an 18th century French fortress. It is the largest historical reconstruction site in North America. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for free and join us on our next adventure. Take care.